You know how awkward it gets sometimes when you're going back and meeting with the same gatekeeper over and over again, trying to reach different individuals within an organization, whether that's over the phone or in person? Well, don't worry. We got you. We're going to share some ideas today on how you can work with that gatekeeper and to make your life a little bit easier, not so awkward. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist podcast. I'm your host, Donald Kelly, the Sales Evangelist. And I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And on this episode, we're going to talk to one of my friends. His name is Kevin Cummings. And Kevin, we both have a little bit of Jamaican heritage in the background there, so it was cool to connect about that. But Kevin is an amazing sales rep. He's worked in some of the top industries in the world, and he has some amazing skills. The skill is around building effective relationship. And this is one of the reasons why he's been so successful in organizations that he's been a part of in different industries. And he's also right now working with an organization. I want to make sure I get the name right for you. It's a National Sales Network, NSN. You can find them. You can find information about that by clicking on the video or clicking on the links below. But the cool thing is that Kevin is able to help and work with a lot of sales professionals across the Northeast and help them to improve their game. And this idea has helped him tremendously. In this episode, he's going to break down and share some of those ideas with you on how you can make sure those situations are not so awkward with the gatekeeper, what you can do to build the proper relationship. And what he talks about is this idea of seeding or, continuing to farm those relationships because there's going to be a harvest. And do you want the harvest to be meager or to make it be fruitful? Well, enjoy this episode. Hopefully it can help you and your team. That's right. I was pretty good. He was like all the time. Where you went up to that gatekeeper, or let's say, I've been into this office. I know I've spoken to this person. They are going to know me because this is my third time coming. And we're chatting, and all of a sudden now, are they even going to talk to me? What are they going to say? Like, what goes through an individual mind? Tell me about that when they find themselves in a situation like this. Before we even go back in there, let's talk about that.
So when I'm going back second, third, fourth time, of course you feel like I got this in the bag. They're going to know me. Especially, I'm not sure if you guys see my video or not. I'm the black sales rep in Manhattan. So you should know who I am when I walk through the door. But every time I walk through the door, sometimes they act, what I like to say, very brand new. And just like, hey, hi, how could I help you? And I'm like, here we go again. Yeah. So what I do that second and third time is that I try to loop them into the process, and you try to make them feel as important as and involved in this process. Yes, the doctor is the one that's writing you the scripts. Yes, the other person or the CEO, whatever the case may be, there's the person that's signing off on the PO, but you need to loop that gatekeeper in as if they are the ones that are in charge, because essentially they are the ones that are in charge. You don't know who's running that office. You don't know all the office protocols and office culture. It may be a mom and pop shop where the wife is the one sitting at the front desk, but if you end up disrespecting the front desk person because you think they're just an admin, but they're the admin, they're accounts payable, receivable, they're marketing, they're social media, and they're the wife of the doctor, now you just made an enemy. And it happens. It happens more than you think. So what you need to do is, again, treat them like they're the only person in the room, loop them into the process, and then if it's still not working, ask them, hey, I know that you guys are dealing with a lot of reps that are coming in and out this office. Your time is very, very valuable, and I just want to be as impactful as possible. In your opinion, because I know that you're the person running the show, what do you suggest is the best way to work with you and said Dr. XYZ? Yeah. And then sit back, turn off the lips, and just listen. First walk into the room, the building, the office. So you have to do that fact finding and that discovery with everybody. So my wife, what she likes to do, she's really good at this because she took it from Beyonce. So Beyonce walks around and says hello and hi and thank you to every single person in the room, janitor to CEO. And we should follow same suit. Like, I want to be like Beyonce. I want some of that Beyonce money. So I'm going to do what the successful people do. And the same thing in the office. You go right from the admin to the desk clerk to accounts payable to the CEO, the doctor, whoever your target is. But you have to make sure that everyone feels important and that you come across as genuine.
Yeah, and I think that's a critical piece there. When you're genuine with someone, they feel it. If you're fake or if you're doing it just to just get the job done, they can also feel that as well.
Yeah.
And it just kind of helps you to stand out. So I mean, I think the first piece there, it sounds like tackling the awkwardness. Don't make it awkward. Don't go in there with that. Looping them in, getting from them what they want, finding out how you can work with them, and then just tap it into you. Just as I like this idea, find their influence. I'm putting the Beyonce effect. Is it okay if I do that?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't think she's gonna mind.
But yeah, like everyone from the janitor all the way to the top, making that connection with every single individual. We're chatting. I feel that another piece you mentioned in there. You mentioned relationship. You said it 3 times or twice so far in this interview that you're about building relationships. So not only from the client side, but you're good at building a relationship with that. You shared examples of how you did that, taking them out to like happy hour, and then you also were 15 minutes of business, and the rest is life pursuit and life peace and pursuit of happiness,
right,
or whatnot. And then the next place here is not only with customers. Your technician, right?
My clinical specialist, yeah.
Your clinical specialist, that person, they could have easily said no. I'm sure they probably get a bunch of calls from other folks like, I can't do that. I can't make it happen. But because you're a people person, you built relationship with individuals. They know, like you've deposited so much into those accounts that when you come for a withdrawal, they are more than willing to give that withdrawal. Am I off on that?
No, you're spot on. You're spot on.
Yeah.
You have to sow the seeds. You have to sow the seeds, and plants don't grow overnight. It takes a little bit of time, but when you come to harvest, that's when it is.
How do you sow those seeds like so consistently and effectively? Like, we'll give some ideas. Some sellers are probably listening to this and they're like, well, how can I continue to sow seeds? And when do I know it's time or fruitful for me to go and pick those fruits, so to speak, or go to the bank and get those deposits? Withdrawals.
Right. So one of my favorite questions to ask, especially in this day and age with COVID, and a lot of customers have to do more with less and they're wearing many hats. It's just, hey, what can I do to take something off your plate?
Yeah.
And sit back and listen again, and they're going to be taken aback by that question because you're just asking, how can I help you? Non-quota, non-commission, non-sales. What can I do to take something off your plate?
Let's wrap it up here. If there's one major advice from everything that we're saying, one major takeaway you want people who are listening to this episode to get when it comes towards working with a gatekeeper, to not make it that awkward.
Right.
What's that one major piece of advice?
So sorry about that noise, but the main thing is
that's the money noise, guys. So whenever you hear that means money is coming in for Kevin.
That's a PO, hopefully. I'll check it later. But the main thing is that you have to understand that all of your customers, their objective and their job function is not to make you money and not for you to sell to them. That is not their job function. I feel like the sooner we understand that they're going to keep doing their job whether we show up or not, the faster I think we'll get to understand like what they really need and understand that human element, understand people are having to do more with less, and really lead with, what can I do to make your job easier? What can I do to take something off your plate? Hey, if I could even help with that, what can I do to get you promoted?
Yeah.
About them. And then from there, watch how all the walls just come down. And then you guys, maybe on the second or third visit after that conversation, you guys can really jump into the business about what you're trying to position and sell. But make it about them first.
Hey, that was Kevin Cummings. If you want to connect with him and learn more about the National Sales Network, please go ahead and connect below. You can see some information if you're watching this video, or you can go back to our website if you're listening on Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Google, wherever you enjoy fine podcasts. Click on a link as well down in the show notes, and you'll get access to connect back with Kevin. Take advantage of the organization, see some of the cool things they're doing, and if you're up in the Northeast, also connect with them and see if you can connect with some of their the chapters. Maybe there's a chapter in your neighborhood. The other cool thing about the organization that I want you to be aware of is just the simple fact that you can build your network. We can't succeed in a silo, and we want to make sure that you guys are continuing to find people that you can build off of and grow with. Speaking about building off and growing, I want you to check out our friends over at Scipio as well, and check out some of our other sponsors. They're offering some great deals. Some great things that you could take advantage of. But it simply comes down to like what Kevin said. You can't just necessarily just say it doesn't work. You got to apply it. You got to try it. You got to test it out first. Once you can do that, magic will start happening. Anyways, hope this was helpful to you. I'm so grateful to have you here. I'm so grateful that you've been able to participate with us and learn and grow. And I hope that you're able to continue to find more of those ideal customers, that you know what to say when you reach out to them, that you know how to close those deals. But most importantly, that you raise your level of thinking and that you go out and do big things. Thank you so much for watching. Hey, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video today. If you enjoyed the content, I ask you to go ahead and hit that like button, that thumbs up at the bottom right-hand corner. Also, to make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. This way, we'll keep you up to date with all the latest sales strategies, latest tools, and things that are going to help you to not only find more prospects, but to close more deals. Thanks so much.